Hi everyone and welcome in this new tutorial. I'm Aryan and today we're going to learn how to create a post filtering system by using a plugin called Dynamic.ooo. So in one of my latest video, I showed you how to create a post filtering system by using only Elementor and Elementor Pro without any extra plugin, but that was allowing you to make a very simple filtering system, of course. And today we are going to make a more complex one with some cool animations and some cool interaction effect on your posts. So let's start. First of all, you need to have your plugins in place, Elementor, Elementor Pro and Dynamic.ooo plugin. And then I'm showing you also what theme I use, and I'm using Hello Theme. Of course, you need to have some posts. As you can see, I have some example post and some categories. Of course, I have some categories: dessert, meat and vegetarian, and I will use categories as a filter. So let's create a new page. I'm going to call this post filtering. Edit with Elementor. I'm going to settings. And page layout, I usually get Elementor full width. Great. Now I can click on this plus button, add a structure like this, and then I will also add a widget. Click on this plus button and then go on the search widget and search for post. As you can see, we have dynamic post v2 and it's from Dynamic.ooo. So I'm clicking on this, dragging it right here, and boom, here is your post. So of course this looks cool, but we need to go and change the skin to grid with filters. Nice. Now we have our filters that are working with our categories. Easier than that. Click on publish. Let's have a look. And now if I click on the filtering system, this is filtering for me all my posts. That's amazing. So now I'm going to style a little bit my post and I will show you very quickly how you can do that. Close this. So first of all, let's try to change some settings here. I have some item styles here, and as you can see, we have many of those. We can even have an Elementor template to use, and in this case, I'm going to use the overlay. So with the overlay, as you can see, this looks really great. I'm also going to have some more setting here and can add some mask, for example. I can click on this little icon here, and as you can see, I can select my preferred mask. I can also add a custom mask if I wish, and I'm going to try the blob one. Looks pretty cool. Great. Then I have transforms, filters, I can change many things. So you have other options here. You can transform the elements, you can, add some filters to it and whatever. So content, we can change the style, we can add a shadow, but in our case, I will keep it like this. We can click on filters, but in our case, we have already the categories. We can also filter by tag or other kind of taxonomy. And I will leave it all like this. The alt text could be changed here and disabled if you wish. So there is many options here that you can dig in. I can click on grid, for example. I can select masonry or blogged. Let's try them out. So masonry doesn't look different because we are in the back end, but if I click on blog, for example, this changed, as you can see. Let's keep it flex, and then of course you have those elements that looks bigger. You can just click on 0 if you wish to have them all the same size. So I click on 1 and I will have this a little bit dynamic style, right? You can click on match height if you want. So as you can see, it takes more space and all those kind of stuff. And if I get on items, this is the coolest part because you can actually add items to your elements, to your post. Let's make a quick example. Add an item. Let's select the terms. Okay, and as you can see now with terms selected, I have my categories under my post. So let's also drag and drop the order of them. So feature image, I want to keep it on the top, of course. And I will also keep the terms before the title. And as you can see, you have the terms now before the title. And yeah, you can add many things, like let's say I want to add the read more button. Click on this. You have the read more here. And of course you can, drag and drop it where you want. And yeah, that's all. So I'm going to remove the read more. I don't want to add it. Of course, we can also add some other custom meta field. This is a little bit more advanced, so I suggest you to read the documentation. Everything will be in the link of the description below. Hover effect. So here looks great because you can actually add a hover effect to the image or to the block, to the block of the post. So let's try to add a float, for example. And now if I mouse hover on this, as you can see, there is a light floating effect that looks really nice. And of course you can add the hover effect to the image. So if you want to add some opacity to the image, as you can see, this looks really nice too. And yeah, to the content and wherever you want. So you can also change the setting of the queries. This also, it's a little bit more advanced. You can check all this in the documentation, of course, and customize as you wish. In your sticky post, you can have your sticky post always on top or ignore it. The result page, you can add up to 10 or more. You can change all those kind of stuff, change the order of the post by date or whatever, the ascending. So you have a ton of options with this plugin. You can exclude post and specific post, of course. Then we have query filter. Here you can choose many things for filtering, and yeah, that's all advanced. So I really suggest you to get to the documentation page, fallback content, and of course if I click on yes, it will allow me to add a text if we don't find any result for a category or whatever, but I will disable this. Of course, now you can also style your website in different ways. You can also style your filtering system by going on style. And of course, you can select the block style or the grid here. You can add some column gap, as you can see, and change this, row gap, of course, and filtering. So you want to change the color or the filtering. Let's make it black, right? For the color, for the filter color active, but let's say this is the standard one. Okay, now the filter is all black. Let's say the hover color is red or violet. Let's make it violet. As you can see, it becomes violet if I mouse hover on it. And then separator, you can change the separator to a light gray like this. And of course the typography, you can make it like uppercase and change the spacing, the letter spacing. Now it looks better like this. And yeah, you have many options here that you can change. Of course, if you go on content here, you can also, change the number of content in the columns. Here is it, columns, you change it to 3, for example, and now they look bigger. So we can add some more spacing from the filter to the content. So just go on style, filter, and you can add some spacing. This is filter. And you can add some padding by clicking on this, maybe using the percentage, and on the bottom you can add some padding. So now how it looks great. Here is your post. You also can add the pagination, of course, on the content here, so you can enable pagination, and as you can see, you will have pagination here and change the style. In my tutorial I won't do that, you can style it as you want. And of course, let's update this and get to the page. And here you go, you have your amazing filtering system with this cool animation. I will leave you in the description all the links of the plugin I used. And of course guys, if you like this video, thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, notification bell, and see you in the next one. Bye!